Okay, legends, welcome back to the channel with another Dragon Traveler video. And this video will be talking about something really important that I mentioned before, which is I made also a full description guide about the best character in the entire game and why you should save, at least for the future, a little bit for that character. Now, again, why I'm talking about that character in specific, which is Talos. Let me keep you like this because you look beautiful as we talk right now. No, let's switch to Talos, 1 second. So here we go. Bronze Goddess Talos, okay? Now, if you don't know who's Bronze, it's not Bronze God. It's basically Bronze Beast, and there's movies about him. Talos, the Bronze Beast. He was a warrior that wore a bronze armor. He was tall and big, and he was one known that destroys people and never lost any fight, which is absolutely huge. And in this game, we have it as Bronze Goddess Talos, which is absolutely nice. Talos is monk. She's a mage, okay? So let me show you a picture. Here we go. She's a mage. She's from arcane and spirit, which means blue and green teams, and can work. Forget where she is. This is a plus for her when she plays on these teams, but she basically plays on any team. Whatever second team you're building, let's say you're building the red dragon, and your second team, let's say, is the summoners, right? Or the dark dragon or the light dragon. You can still play her as your main carry on these teams. She's gonna require 2 units to set up with her, and it will be absolutely fantastic as well. We'll be talking about them as well as we go through. So she's absolutely beautiful, and she does what she needs to do. She basically does magical damage in a small area, not circular area, basically wide area. She absolutely eliminates everybody. She enters wild, she gains rage, and she gains as well, because she's arcane, which is blue as well, she gains awakening stacks, and she uses those awakening stacks. Let's go and talk about what should you do to prepare for her. Basically, first of all, if you're playing, let's say, the red team, you can have your lineup set up with Ifrit and pairing the red team or the blue team or any other team that is set up as well. You can pair her up, Talos, with Vivienne. Vivienne also works. Why I have the gears here? You can play her with Vivienne. Vivienne will buff her. If you're playing on a light team, Vivienne is also light, which will help her a lot. If you're playing on a dark team, you can play her with Vivienne. Vivienne will help because Vivienne does Vivienne shenanigans. She gives her buffs. The most important units that you need to be aware of, which you need to prepare and have them build for having Talos. The first unit that you should have her all the time with Talos, no matter what lineup you're using, none other than Atanith, the Arcane Lord. This is the most important, crucial unit so far in the entire game for having her beside Talos. Why is that? 3 things. The first main important thing, which is obvious to everybody, that she reduces the magical defense for everybody on the field, okay? Even bosses, by 32%. I think that increases a little bit. I forgot where, but it might. And she has her domain as well, which her domain is the circle around her, which will give you the buffs that you need as well. This one, it's on all the field. So Talos all damages comes from magical damage. Reducing the magical damage by passively just standing there, being beautiful on your lineup. She stands there and tell them, hey, look, I'm beautiful, right? Everybody loses their shit. They lose 32% magical defense. And then Talos will be absolutely popping off as well. Now, she has another skill, which is her special skill. When on the battlefield, all allies gain additional 19% lifesteal if they are in the cursed domain. Now, the cursed domain is a small circle around her, okay, which is to the left, to the right, up and down. So in these 2 spots, sadly, up to the top corner and top other corner, bottom corner, and to the other bottom corner, they don't get it unless they are really like grinding towards her or she's really near them. But this is how the curse domain works. So it's basically the units around her, surrounding her, they're gonna gain lifesteal. So they gain lifesteal for more survivability. Plus, on her 3rd skill, which is the secret skill, each time she gains awakening, she uses consume a stack of awakening and restores HP equals 7.5% of her maximum HP to herself and the luminary with the lowest HP. It means she's also a semi-healer or a mini healer on your lineup. So she heals, she gives you lifesteal, plus she reduces the defenses for everybody on the field, magical defenses, by 32%. absolutely super needed for Talos on the lineup. Another unit which makes Talos deals double damage. If you have Talos on the lineup, she deals damage. If I tell you she deals 100% of her damage at the same time, if you have that unit, you double your damage. She has double damage buff from the start of the battle until the end of the battle. Of course, if she's the highest attacking unit, which is Chiron. Chiron is another unit which synergizes on the green team with Talos, and on any team you can play her with her because she is one of the best units in the game as a healer plus supporter. Her passive, at the start of the battle, grants the allied luminary with the highest attack a light orb. Each time this luminary launches a skill or a basic skill on an attack on an enemy, the orb fires a magic arrow, dealing magic damage equal to 110% of the luminary's attack. So basically, her auto attacks are double damage, alright? Her skill, when she does a skill, she also auto attacks with the light orb as a double damage, or not a double damage, as a single damage. And it's not only double damage, it's 10% more than the double damage. So it's 110%. Double damage, it means if you auto attack, you're dealing 100% of your damage. And if you add 100%, that becomes double damage. How about 110%? 10% extra on the double damage. So she absolutely smacks with having her on the lineup as well. And it does work. So additional magical damage from the light orb and additional and magical damage from Talos, it means you're shredding everybody. Plus all the things that she gives on the line, like she gives like select an ally target, deducts 30% of the current HP from her and grant them morale. And morale is increase the attack and damage reduction by 15% for 8 seconds. So you use her on Talos, and you use the Talos skill, and she absolutely goes and destroys everybody on the lineup if you have Atanith on the lineup as well. Now, let's say you have somebody else. Let's say you have Vivienne with her. So Vivienne passively, she will go and hide inside her. So she... on the same lineup, she possesses the highest attacker, which will be her, and gives her a shield and of her attack, and what is that? And increasing its attack by an amount equal to 45% of the ladies of her own attack, up to 100% of attack during the possession. Okay, so she will be until you like break the shield. So you increase the attack by her, and you increase the attack by Chiron, and you reduce the defenses by Atanith, and here you have a one-shot unit that goes and destroys everybody. Again, Vivienne is a plus. You don't need to use Vivienne with her. You can use Vivienne on another lineup that you have. You're building the blue team. Talos works on the blue team, by the way. But if you have like, I have Ifrit maxed, and I have Vivienne, I can play them on the blue team, a dragon, and I need another team, which I'm playing the green team. We can go and play actually this meta because she's green and you can put Atanith with them. It doesn't matter Atanith where you put her for the physical, for the defenses or for the reduction of defenses. And Talos is green, so she will gain wild and rage and everything. Now again, you might tell me, but Pika, I mean, okay, we understand this, but if I'm playing the green team, how can I survive or do anything? You have Oberoni, she's a green tank. You have Siegfried, another free unit. These are the most free to play two units. And you see them free to play because both of them are diamond on my account. Both of them are green. Now, what's good with them? Okay, so you can play this. There's two ways of playing these two teams, and people are not understanding. I will be making a complete video about that. She inflicts chill. Chill is the most important debuff in the game. And if you pair up chill with ignite, okay, because she does ignite, you'll decrease all of the accuracy of all of your enemies because you're gonna do the evaporation by 100%. I'll be talking about it in a separate video. How do you calculate that, Pika? So chill reduces healings by 15%, okay, for 10 seconds for the enemies that they hit them. Triggers evaporation if it hits by ignite, and who triggers the evaporation is the cause of that. She triggers also flash freeze if you hit them with shock. So this is why chill is important, and you need to have another source of debuff, which is either shock or ignite. Let's say ignite, you trigger evaporation, you deal maximum damage to 10% of the enemy's maximum HP. The one that triggered it, which is, let's say it will be Siegfried, it will not exceed 300% of her attack, okay? and reduces hit, which is accuracy, by 1,500 or 1,500. Now 1,500. So calculation in this game for the stats for crit rate: 1,500 points in crit rate equal 100% in crit rate. Not 1,000 equal 100. It's 1,500 equal to 100%. Where did we get that? From the Taiwanese player, from their calculation. And they have a website that has the calculation for stats. You can go and check it out. I don't have it. I'll try to link it up if I get access to it. And it lasts for 8 seconds. So you're not going to take any debuffs from the enemy. That's 100% reduction in accuracy. Again, if you hit them with shock, they also get the damage by 10% of the maximum HP cannot exceed 300%. Let's say it's Laurelin doing it, so it will not exceed 300% of Laurelin attack. Plus, you will reduce their speed or attack speed by 150% for 8 seconds. Now, you're going to tell me, where did we see that? So you remember your units, when they go and attack and they are in slow motion and looking blue? That's the flash freeze. They got hit with chill and then they got hit with shock. Then you understood what combo have been played against you. And then they reduce their attack speed by 100. Until they do the animation and go do their attack, they might be killed. This is how good flash freeze is. And probably the attack, auto-attacking will be slower as well. I still think that landing the accuracy, removing the accuracy is super important because you will not get any debuffs. So you will not get the flash freeze or evaporation at any point. So basically, you have a tank that can play with her on a green team. You have a unit that can play with her on a green team. Plus, she's a great buffer. If you play her behind, let's say Siegfried, Siegfried will give you an attack boost, no? When entering wild status, it grants allies within a medium circular area an attack boost, which is an attack for 30% for 8 seconds. Again, maximizing your damages on your Talos so you can go and destroy everybody on the lineup. Again, this is very beautiful. And why I'm saying that, because Talos, we have rumors that she will be coming soon. And by soon, I mean 3 months. Like, it's not confirmed. What we know, that we looked into the game log files, and they sent me the screenshot, and Talos is implemented in the game. 2 units are implemented newly to the game with the implement of Pompeii. 2 new units have been implemented. Let me show you what units I'm talking about. So we have Talos, the Bronze God. She was implemented in the game, and another unit, which is the Dragon Princess, also implemented in the game. Now, the Dragon Princess is also elemental, which is the fire, or the red dragon, and Wild Spirit, which is the green dragon. And she's a tank, okay? She's a tank. I think guard. She's a tank. And she's a great cleanser, and she plays around block. So the more that she has block, the more she recovers HP, and she will help your team recovers, and she inflicts ignite. They call it burn here, which is ignite. This is translated from Japanese. She does dispel, I think. Yeah, dispels debuffs from herself and regenerate, and deals a lot of physical damage, which will help you on the team. And she is already in wild. The recovery rate will increase. She has a lot of things. I will go and talk about it separately on another video. So these units are implemented in the game. There's a lot of other units that are implemented in the game, but these have shown changes in files. So we have the change log in the game files. In the change log have been played for 2 units, for Dragon Princess and for Bronze God, okay? So 2 units have been changed recently, and I want to tell you, yes, she's one of the great tanks. She's a great tank. Now, she's not the S tier. I think she is an S tier. I forgot, but I need to ask more questions. I will not. We did make the tier list, so these are not included in the tier list. But on the Taiwanese, she's highly rated and she's been played a lot. And I will go and check it out again to tell you. Maybe she's not, but I'm planning of building her as well, getting at least some copies of her to put her on my red dragon team, since I have the green team basically built right now, and the light team basically built, and the red dragon team is basically built. So I have 3 teams right now. I don't know how it happened. It just happened on my account. Thanks for Apollo for pulling Apollo, to be honest. So we have Talos right now. She can play on any lineup. If you're building the black team, or building, let's say, the skeleton team, and you're like, oh, damn it, and you build the red team, let's say, and you're like, I wish I went for the arcane team to build her, and the green team, because we have green and red and blue are as free-to-play options. And if you missed on the blue, or you missed on the green team, you're like, I wish I did that. Don't worry, she can play on literally any lineup. You can put her on the black dragon, put Atanith with her on the team, and that's it. Atanith is also a black unit for the black dragon. let's go back to the game so I can talk about it more freely. So if you have Atanith, she works on the Black Dragon, also the Arcane. So she works with her on both teams. It doesn't matter. Now, if you tell me, but I have the light team, Pika. Well, Chiron is also light. You can work with her on a light team because Chiron is light. You can put also Vivienne because she's light. You can work with her also on a light team. So you're not losing. The cool thing about this game, some characters you can play them on any lineup, such as Vivienne. She can basically play on any synergy on any lineup. You can play Chiron basically on any lineup on any synergy. It does not matter. Atanith, one of the units, if you're playing magical damage, she can literally play with a magic damage dealer on any lineup because she gives lifesteal, she heals, and she does a lot of damage. And everybody will use Overdrive. If you use Overdrive, she gains 1 stack of Awakening. It means she's healing somebody on your lineup, which is absolutely beautiful. So these are the things that you need to prepare. Last thing I will talk about, and really quick, which is the resonance. Now, let me show you this before I go, and so I can explain it. So we have Talos here. If we're gonna go and check Talos, so you want to build her either on Fortune Teller. I think Fortune Teller will be nice. Arcane, Sorcerer, and a Chief Archmage early game. This is the accessible things for us. And in the future, if you can build her on Astrologer or Potion Masters, we're gonna be talking about them because we didn't unlock them yet. So let's go and talk about her mage form on her destiny. Let's go on easy mode. So first of all, we have these, we don't care about them. So you have these two. She loves to play on Fortune Teller because she will give her attack. So this, you want to max it out when you get her or before you get her, and it will maximize her damages. It will make her crazy good, okay? Now, of course, I built the Elemental Mage. Why? Because I have these units that I'm using on Elemental Mage. It's not a mistake, but it was available for me. I made the decision. I don't regret it. I can just put 1 point. I was building the mages anyway because I know Talos is coming. So I need 1 more point and it will get the 10% attack. On the normal one, she absolutely loves Sorcerer for the HP. Like, this is okay. I would not give her this. I would basically give her the Arcane Master so she can go and increase her attack, and it will go up to 15%, which is absolutely huge, increasing her attack. Now, in the future, we'll be unlocking the Grand Archmage, which will give her also more attack. Magical defense a little bit, we don't care about it, but a lot of attack. Now, until you unlock the last 2 ones, you want to go and unlock it on the hard mode, which we still didn't have right now. Until we will have it, we will unlock them. I just gave you a sneak peek for what you want to do. And lastly, of course, you want to save all your slimes and all your tickets and all your diamonds for Talos. Talos is a unit that, coming once to the game, they still didn't have any repeat for her on the Taiwanese version. Now, why I'm talking about Talos might come soon, because the 2 units that made the most money for the Taiwanese version is number 1, I think number 1 is Talos, and the second one was Azure Dragon, okay? These are the 2 units. This is why they gave us Azure Dragon right now, and they will give us Talos next or soon, because Talos will bring them millions of dollars. So why wouldn't they release it? And she's one of the best units in the game. They basically, I don't know that gacha games make mistakes and they like make an overpowered character. She's the most broken, overpowered SSR plus in the entire game. Not only as a mage, but in the entire game. Yes, Ifrit does maybe 1% of the damages that Talos does. And you'll be like, hey, you're kidding. When she comes to the game, hopefully they will not nerf her. If you get her at 5 stars, she immediately does more damage than a Divine Ifrit, okay, at Diamond Star. She immediately doubles or triples the damages that she does. Specifically, if you pair her up with Atanith, GG, you won the game. So when they got Talos, basically, everybody that struggled with story and towers, they just completed them. And she will be playing on the green team for you and on the blue team for you. It means when you're gonna go and fight through the towers, you'll no longer have any problem with the blue and the green, and of course the red, because we have Ifrit. Why I'm not playing? I forgot about this. I need to play it. And it will help you with the ruins actually in the middle, so you can go and climb up more and more. As for her gears, she loves a lot of haste, okay? She doesn't cost that much when you play her on the blue team, on the blue dragon, because when you play her with the blue dragon, make sure one of the units that you... Okay, because maybe I didn't talk about it that much because I'm not planning to build the blue team right now early. But if you're playing the blue team, again, I mentioned it in a video on the tier list, and I told you how much Genie is one of the most important units in the game, because she will give you immediately everything that you need, and she reduces the costs. So when healing under Grace, because she will give you Moral and Favor, it's a low percent, but it will it will come, like it's a 15% to give you that, but whenever she gives you that, you will enter Grace, and when you enter Grace, you absolutely pop off. And she gains Awakening, if you see there. Every stack of Awakening, when a skill consumes 4 stacks of Awakening to guarantee wish fulfillment, okay? Which is absolutely huge for her. Wish fulfillment is the talent. When healing, target under Grace started increase the healing effects, and what is it? She has 20% the probability of activation instead of 15 when you max her out or something. 30% additional, so it goes up to 20%, 50%, which is great. From 50% to 50%, she grants Awakening, she plays around Awakening, she reduces the skills, the energy cost of the next Overdrive, Unleash, blah, blah, blah for your team. Absolutely beautiful also with Talos. If you want to play her as a passive unit on your lineup, she reduces the cost of the damage of the skills for her. So basically, how you play your lineup, if you want to play the blue team, I'm going to tell you this, without Vivienne, okay? Keep Vivienne on the red team or with Ifrit on another team. How you play the blue team? You have her passively on the lineup. You have Arcane Lord passively also on the lineup. They just idle, sit down, unless you feel you want to use her for silence and overdrive, or you want to use Ginny for healing. You will never use them. What you will do is add Chiron to the lineup, even if she's not blue. You will click Chiron, even if she does not need heal. You will click her on Talos, and Talos will do her ultimate, and everybody dies. GG. Or you will click her and use somebody else to buff attack. Whoever you want to use on that lineup, it will be up for you. Like there's another unit that I love to use also, which is my favorite unit in the game as a unit. Linkin Park, War Drummer. He's also a green unit and the light unit. Okay, a green unit, you can pull him on the Talos team. Use his overdrive. Use Chiron skill on Talos, right? You click Chiron. Where is Chiron? She disappeared immediately. You click Chiron on Talos, and you have double buffs right now on your team. Plus, you have Arcane Lord basically standing there, so you can decrease their magical defenses. And you hit the ultimate of Talos. Everybody melts on the battlefield immediately. It takes you maybe 10 seconds, and you can finish the fight, every single fight. On 5 stars, I'm not talking that Talos is on 6 stars, on pink star, or whatever. That's on 5 stars only. But get her to 6 stars so you can play her on Arcane and on Green Team. And that's how you can destroy everything on your lineup. She loves haste a lot, so you can play her with gears that will increase haste, or you can play her on gears that will give her crit rate and crit damage as well works. You don't care about auto-attacking, you only care about crit rate, crit damage with her, increasing her attacks and increasing her haste because you want to use her skills back to back if you can. And yeah, that was it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be seeing you in the next one.